Hey, today we are going to check out the Renogy 500 amp battery monitor with Shunt. Let's get into the details and welcome to Travel Around Suzy. This is the box that it came in. Gives a little bit of the key features. Let's see if I can get this in the screen. You could pause this and read this. I'm going to go over some of these. I have already installed this. It's right here. In the box, it comes really nice in this with the shunt and everything. This was actually already attached to this when I got it. It's a real plastic shield or mounting bracket. Really nice. I've got it installed and I will show you that later. And then it comes with these two cords, the shunt and the battery monitor. A manual, which really broke it down pretty simple how to install it. And then it gives you all the details on how to use it, how to set up. Before you set this up, you'll want to know your battery manufacturer specific settings for this, because you will need that. And you cannot go off from mine because I have an SOK with a heating element, and I'm not for sure I have mine correctly installed. Or I have it correctly installed. I don't know if everything's set up. I know the alarms are all goofy because I really didn't set them up right. I'm working on that. I have a black backlight and I just turned it off. You can see it says off. I can turn it on and I can set it for low if you have this somewhere at night and you don't want, this is really bright. I mean, it's pretty much a night light on full blast. I tend to turn it off. And while we're on the topic of this light, when it's charging, which right now it's not charging because it's 100% full, I can demonstrate this. I'll just turn on my van. But with this light, when it's charging, it will actually flicker on and off. And these arrows right here, right now, I'm discharging the battery. If it were charging, this light, this black light, backlight, will be flashing. And then these arrows will be going up to show that I am charging my battery. The one reason why I like this unit, and I was really happy when I got it, this is the voltage of my battery right now. This is the amp that I am currently using because I have lights on. This is the wattage that I'm using. And when you're beginning solar, you have to learn how to convert watts and amps and watt hours and kilowatts. It can be overwhelming with solar. I really like this unit because I can watch the different wattages, the different amp, and it helps me figure out when I have a load on, like if I'm running my lights or my refrigerator or my max air fan, I can figure out how much I'm using. If, like for an example, our refrigerator took a crap and it was running non-stop. Well, this showing me it was going on and I didn't have to flip through, different settings or move anything around here. It's all right here, easy to see. Now, when I installed this, I wanted one that would grow with my system, and this one will. And it is one of the budget-friendly ones on the market. I mean, you can get into a couple $100 ones that are like $200 to $600, but in my build, I don't have that kind of budget. This is what I have. It's really simple. As you can see, it has a plug here that installs, and then it has another cable to the battery from the shunt, which I'll show you in a minute. Another feature about this, if you need to unplug it like this, it has a little battery into it. It memorizes all your settings. Let me go through the settings here. When you install this, you need to know all this stuff, and you need to make sure that your battery is fully charged. Now, this is when it's full. This is when it's at zero, which it's not really at zero, but that's what I set it as. Like I said, I'm no expert. Don't take these for granted. And then you can toggle through all these. You've got an alarm for on and off, watt hours, amp hours, power off, 0, full capacity, and then back to your screen. You will need to know from your battery manufacturer. Now we're in my solar compartment. This is the shunt. Let me see if I can get, there we go. These are the 2 wires. This one, which is hooked to the monitor itself, and then this one, which comes over here and gets hooked up to the ignition switch. And then you just have the 1 negative coming from your battery to your negative out. And this is my bus bar. That is really all there is to setting it up. Them 2 lugs, which I have these taped off. That one, the tape came off. I need to get that back on. And then I have them 2. This one was a little bit hard because of, there's a tiny little screw that you have to shove in there. But other than that, everything was pretty simple. Now, I know that my solar system is going to be changing. I don't know exactly where I'm going to install everything. We've kind of makeshift a solar box. And I don't know if I'm going to put this into it. Right now, my temporary fix is this unit is actually like this, but different color, obviously. And I buy these at the Dollar Tree for just $1. 3 of them in 1 packet. I use these for a lot of different stuff in Vanlife. Like here, this one's toothpicks. This one is just an emergency first aid kit, Band-Aid. Anyway, off topic. Back to this. I don't know exactly where I'm gonna keep my monitor. Cut a hole into this. Put this, got little, let's see if I can, they're little plastic. There we go. You can see right here. They're little plastic, they squeeze. I don't know how I can get this on camera, but they squeeze in. I just cut a hole in this top, and then I put another hole in the side. I put that in there so it won't come back out. I wrap a circle around it loosely, plug this in, and then I have a earth magnet. Close this up, and then for right now, that's where it lives. I have the light off. That's how I've installed it here in my van. Then I just run the cord out from my electrical box. This is Renogy's DC to DC charger. And what a DC to DC charger is it charges as you're driving down the road from this here. For more information on this, click into this box right here, and I will see you in the next video.